now focus in on our drama department here at ACS. The team is currently preparing for the annual one-act play competition in November. Here's team sponsor Kathy Dickinson and some of the actors to explain the process.
Hey, I'm Victoria. I have been doing drama since about the 6th grade.
I'm Andrew Herring, and I've been on the one-act play team this is my 4th year.
Well, I'm Katie Pursley, and I have been in drama since probably middle school.
My name is Rebecca McNeil. I am currently in the one-act play, which is called Aunt Magady's Dark and Stormy Night. I've been in drama ever since elementary school in 5th grade when we started going to Rock Eagle and competitions, and I greatly enjoy it.
I am Aunt Magady, and I am an old woman that lives in a weird house and raises spiders and maggots in my bathroom. It's just kind of disgusting because I would never do that. I don't like insects or anything.
The character I'm doing this year is the character Humphreys. He's one of the butlers to Madame Magady, and he pushes her around in her wheelchair, and she puts the brake on. He gets upset, but it's sort of a little game I guess they play. Humphreys every day proposes marriage to her every day at 4 o'clock, and she always says no. But it's for a certain reason.
This aunt is taking in her 4 nieces, and I'm the oldest of the 4, and I'm pretty much the brat of the family, and I'm the one that's wanting the most of the money. And if you are married on this certain day, as it states in the will of the play, that you get $1 million. So I am the one who is the greedy one and wanting all the $1 million to myself.
My character in the story is named Driarden, which is very interesting for me to play because it happens to be the part of a male. So he is the butler, which has been with Aunt Magady for years and years and years. And Driarden spies on the nieces by pretending that he's deaf, but he can really hear, but the sisters don't know that. So all while they were growing up, Driarden was the one who tattletaled on the nieces to make sure that they would stay out of trouble and not injure, harm, or kill anyone.
Throughout the play, I become outsmarted by my Aunt Magady, and I end up getting put in my place, but throughout the play, I'm the devious one, and I'm the more, I guess you'd say, I'm really greedy. That's pretty much what I am. So
She is a widower, so he protects her in little ways, and he loves her. And she doesn't want to show it, but she knows she loves him too.
I am not the nicest person. I sent all the girls off to boarding school, and I live in America, and I sent them off to like Europe because I didn't want them around me. I live with Humphreys, who I secretly do love, but I couldn't marry him because of the will. If I would have married him, I would have gotten $1 million. I snap at people a lot, which is a lot of fun. I like yelling at people.
I've been at Athens Christian School for 10 years. I have been working in the middle school predominantly as a history teacher, and then the opportunity came to expand the program to offer drama in both middle school and then a few years later high school. The goals of the program is to try to get the children to learn to think on their feet, to be ready to speak when given the opportunity. Everyone has the opportunity to speak in front of an audience, whether it is giving a book report, it might be to speak in the instance of the high school students teaching a Sunday school class. All these opportunities teach the children to be ready, to be focused on being able to present themselves in front of an audience. So I think the experience in drama has been quite rewarding, and we've seen great benefits from the program. When I do a casting call, I look for a student who is ready to give a chunk of their time. It takes a lot of time to prepare for these plays. The students have become mine, so to speak, for 6 weeks, giving up after school hours to work. So they are learning through this experience to give to a part of a program that works like a team. So I'm looking for someone who is going to be dedicated, who's going to be willing to expend extra hours memorizing a play, and they're going to be energized as well as giving to others, and so they're willing to give of themselves as well as give to the group. As Shakespeare once said, all the world's a stage, whether on the stage or in everyday life. The students who participate in this program going through the plays learn to be confident in themselves. They learn to express emotions. Then they also learn to be observant to emotions and feelings of other people. So whether on the stage or in general life, they're ready to go beyond.
Well, when we get to competition, you got the flats and the props all packed up in whatever you got, a trailer truck. Then we're in the cruiser, and we pull up to school, and we know we're going to go up against basically our peers at the other schools. When everyone comes into the auditorium to watch the lights get dim, we set up our pieces on either side of the stage, and when the timer calls time, we rush out onto the stage with our pieces, set them up as best we can, and we try to do that in a minute because we only have a certain time limit. The lights come up when we do our play, and then when the play finishes, the lights go back down, and then we clear everything off the stage just as fast as possible. Faster, because it requires no precision to throw something off the stage. And then we call done, and they stop the time. Time is pretty critical because you could have an awesome play, but if you go over time, you could lose the competition.
What the judges are looking for in these competitions not only is it goes much beyond memorizing the lines. It goes to whether or not the students, how well they are able to take on a character, how well they are to act that character, become that character, both in actions and reactions. They are also looking for a commonness, a nucleus, whether or not the students act as together, creating a common goal in presenting the play from start to finish. They have a critique sheet. They are looking for lines, they are looking for specific things, so it keeps them well within parameters so that even though it is very subjective, it helps them to be objective in choosing or grading. Thankfully, as we are performing, the judges do not have a script. They don't grade us line by line. They are looking at our finished product. They're looking at our performance. If a student is able to cover for another, they, at the end, when we are adjourning with our judges, they do give great comments and helpful suggestions, and they also pick up on that. When a student is able to cover or think on their feet, then no, I would not say we're judged specifically to the script, but how well we perform in that play. There are 3 judges. Each of the judges make their own suggestions. They tell our students, as the cast of our play, how well they perform. They give very helpful suggestions, and it's generally a very positive experience going into the adjudication room with the judges. We come out with opportunities to perform next time and do a much better job.
People think Christians are supposed to be like laid back or whatever. Okay, we're really not, because it definitely shows in this play that all of us come out of our comfort zones and our characters, and I think that it just shows that we do know how to act and we do know how to participate in like competition and stuff.
There's nothing worse than a school coming to another and just trash the place. You don't do that. You take care of the changing room, you don't leave trash everywhere, you respect the property.
As Christians, we try to be a light for God and try to act differently than the world. The difference with us is we do care, and we want everybody to see the difference in us, and we don't want stuff to come across prude or anything. We don't want them to think, oh, well, this means this. We might have not said it, but it came across that way. We don't want that to happen.
You can see the high school drama team present Aunt Magady's Dark and Stormy Night, along with productions by the middle school drama team in an evening of one acts this Thursday night, November 5th at 7 p.m. in the ACS Drama Center.